I'm really thankful to your organization to give me this opportunity to express my views before my people. And in this month, invariably people demand, they ask for the donations. Yes, I will also be asking for the donation, but I'm going to ask a donation which will be very unique. The donation which I am going to ask is the organs after death. It's at the moment about at least 25,000 people are dying of the renal failure, more than 150,000 are dying with liver failure, and this number is going to increase because of the rapidly spreading hepatitis. And apart from this, we are not doing heart transplantation, we are not doing pancreas transplantation, we are not doing lung transplantation, and our people are dying in silence. And every year, the number of people who are dying for the want of organs is increasing and will be increasing. Diabetes is on the rise, so renal failure will be more and more renal failure cases. Hepatitis is on the rise, so more and more people are going to die with liver failure. So far heart is concerned, nobody bothers about it and people die in silence. We are not doing lung transplantation, we are not doing pancreatic transplantation, and all this is doable. A lot of our people who are here, they are capable, and a lot of expatriates who could come back and perform this surgery. They are not coming because there is no opportunity for them. So my first request will be to please consider committing or making will to donate your organ after death, because one person can be source of life for at least 70 to 21%, and there cannot be any better sadaqah jariyah than this. All over the world, the disease donor transplant is going on. All the Islamic countries, even Saudi Arabia, are doing for the last 25 years. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, and even some Islamic country like Malaysia, they all are doing it. Our people are dying for this. So one thing which I would like to appeal to the people is to please come forward and donate their organ after death. The other thing which I would like to say that you were very kind to come to SIUT, but I will try you to differentiate SIUT from other institutions. How do we differ? We are a unique organization, not in the region, but the whole Asia, and I think could say safely in the whole world. We are unique because of our philosophy. Our philosophy is that we believe that every human being, irrespective of his caste, color, creed, or religious belief, has got a right to access healthcare free with dignity. This right he has got because he is a human being. And in accordance to what our holy prophet, peace be upon him, said, that God has created man as his vice regal on earth. So every human being has got a right to access health care and should not beg for it. He should take it as his right. So we are practicing that philosophy for the last 41 years, and it is doable. And we don't charge a penny for anybody. And the other thing is that this institute was established in public sector. In spite of all this expansion, all these things which have been donated by the public, we are still part of the public sector. It belongs to the Sindh government, it belongs to the Dow Minister College and University, and it belongs to the people, mainly the people of Pakistan, because it is run by a trust. It is not the property of any individual. That is the second thing which has to be differentiated. Third thing is that when we say free, it is free. There is no hidden tag here, because people say that we are providing free aid. Free means only we charge whatever we have invested. Even that becomes too big an amount. So free means free, not a penny from anybody for the last 41 years. And the thing is that we are here where we were created. We don't establish any other hospital outside, because that is dishonesty. If I have taken a job to work as a professor of urology and transplant here, then I should work here. All my energy should go here. And last but not the least, we believe in taking the facilities to the doorstep. And that's why we are opening the satellite centers, 9 centers here in Karachi, 1 center in Sakkar, and 1 center we are establishing in Lahore, trying to facilitate the doorstep of this. And these are some unique features of SIOT. Now you may say that free is not possible. 41 years have passed. I think some of you were not there when the institute was established. And when we were establishing the institute, the pound was 11 rupees and dollar was 8 rupees. Today pound is 180, something like that, and dollar is about 106 or 107. That shows the amount of inflation which has taken place. That shows how the purchasing value of the money has come down, and that shows the real economic constraints. And it is logical, whenever there will be economic constraint, the facilities are withdrawn, they shrink. But in this institute, it has gone against the economic trend. The 8-bed has been more than 900 beds only in this building. 1 building has been converted into about 9 buildings there. And 1 specialty, which is urology, has been converted into nephrology, transplantation, GI, liver transplantation, kidney transplantation, pediatric section, and a huge cancer hospital which has come up. So just to say that in spite of economic constraint, we have progressed against the current of the economic trend. That shows the strength of this institute. And the strength of this institute is not dependent to PL 480 or any foreign organization. It depends on the people of Pakistan, right? And that's why we will sustain more than what we have been sustaining now. And that we can sustain it is simply because our strength lies with the people, our source. The concept is Pakistani, those who are running, they are Pakistanis, and the supporters are Pakistani. This is what I mean. And if you want a message, the message is that it is doable. And every city can have a SIOT because people are committed. They believe in the philosophy of the human life, that every human being has got a right to access healthcare fully with dignity. And the thing that disease doesn't come between 8 and 5. It is round the clock. So you have to be open round the clock, maintaining the same standard.